What's going on, guys? Coach Campbell here, and I'm just here to give you guys 3 ideas for food options you could go for prior to training. So prior to training, we probably want to lean towards a food option or snack option, predominantly carbohydrate based rather than fat or super high protein. The reason for this is if something's super high in fat, it's going to be harder to digest, slower to digest, it might make us feel a little bit sluggish, and it's not going to give us that quick energy spike that we might need to help us with a training session. If we go the complete opposite direction as well, if we just go just something that's high in protein, it's not really going to give us a lot of fuel coming from carbohydrate or fat, but it is good to have in our day. So something that's good to have prior to training to optimize maybe how we're going to feel, or just fill up our tummy a little bit more, something that's just higher in carbohydrates and easy to digest that we can tolerate really well. 3 examples of this may include a piece of fruit. Really easy option is like a banana. It's usually going to give you somewhere around 20 to 30 grams of carbohydrates, and it's quite large in volume, so it'll make you feel a little bit full, help spike your blood sugar a little bit, and then you might feel a little bit better than training on empty tummy. Being said, you might want to go for another piece of fruit, pear, apple, something like that if you have a preference. A piece of fruit is usually an easy go-to. Option number 2 is going to be either like a slice of toast or say a sandwich or half a sandwich, depending on how much food you need to consume. Something just like a piece of bread or a couple of slices of bread with some spread on it, or something like honey or some other sort of easy carb that you can place on it. It's going to be pretty easy to eat quickly, easy to digest, and will give us that little spike in blood sugar that's going to help us feel a little bit more perked up when we train. Option number 3 might be an oat-based meal or snack. So something that comes to mind here might be an oat sachet or some granola. You can easily mix that with, say, a small amount of fruit, berries, etc. Maybe even a little bit of honey. Or on the other side, you might have something a little bit more convenient that you can take with you or eat at short notice, like a muesli bar or a muesli and nut bar combination, I think. Some of those sometimes will have a small amount of fat in them as well, which is good for a bit of extra energy too, but so long as it's not too high in fat, it shouldn't make you feel upset in the tummy.